marketing and promotional videos. SafeMusicList.com, royalty-free music for marketing and promotional videos. SafeMusicList.com, royalty-free music for marketing and promotional videos. SafeMusicList.com.
Isang magandang Monday morning sa lahat po ng ating mga taga-subaybay ng ating pong programang Pagdidinamagan, Kapihan sa Kapitolyo. Muli pong sumasa inyo ang ating programa ngayong araw na ito ng Lunes, November 20. At ngayon po mga kaibigan ay sa loob po ng 30 minuto ay marami po tayong mga pag-uusapan, kaugnay po naman sa investment plan at turismo po ng lalawigan po ng Cagayan. Pero ngayong araw na to, mga kaibigan, gaya po ng dati, binabati po natin yung ating mga followers na abot na po ng mahigit 170,000 and still counting. At kasama rin po natin yung ating mga media partners today. Andiyan po ang DZGR Bombo Radio sa katauhan ni Ed De Los Santos, ang DZCV sa katauhan naman po ni Vanji Malana, at ang Northern Forum, kasama natin si Gerard Lucena. And of course, makakasama din po natin mamaya ang DWPE Radio Pilipinas sa katauhan din ni kasamang Dina Villacampa. At ngayon mga kaibigan ay bigyan po natin ng daan yung pagbati po ng ating magiging guest ngayong araw na ito. Siya po yung ating magiging katuwang sa loob po ng 30 minuto ngayong araw ng Monday. Si Atty. Maria Rosario Mamba-Villaflor, ang atin pong Chief of Staff. And of course, ang officer in charge ng Provincial Tourism Office. Yung kanyang pagbati muna. Magandang araw po, ma'am.
Magandang araw sa inyong lahat, especially sa lahat ng nanonood, I should say, no, online sa ating Facebook page ng Cagayan CPIO, and of course, our members of the media. At to all the personnel and staff of the Cagayan Provincial Information Office, magandang umaga po sa inyo lahat.
Ayan, sa lahat po ng mga Cagayano worldwide na nakasubaybay po sa atin, just feel free. Maaari rin po kayong mag-post ng inyong mga katanungan, no, sa atin pong Facebook page, ang Cagayan Provincial Information Office. So ma'am, makikibalita po muna tayo, no, sapagkat nitong nakaraang buwan po ng Oktubre ay nagtungo po kayo sa Canada para i-represent po ang ating lalawigan at mga foreign dignitaries po ang inyong mga nakasama po doon. Pwede pong paki-update po kami, ma'am.
Yes, actually, meron pong imbitasyon ng Canadian Chamber of Commerce of the Philippines na sumali ang provincial government sa isang trade mission sa Canada, no? Ang purpose nito is either maghanap tayo ng area ng investors para sa ating probinsya, lalawigan, or maghanap tayo ng investment opportunities abroad where we can bring our products, no? So, nakita ng governor na napakagandang opportunity ito for to introduce our province to, one of the states, which is Canada. Marami nakasama natin ng ibang government agencies dito. In fact, Yusek Terrado of the DTI was also there. She was part of the delegation that was doing benchmarking in Toronto, Canada. So it was naging maganda ang interaction namin doon, especially yung mga plano ng national government specifically for our province, which is very timely considering yun din plans ng ating gobernador under Kaganda 2025. So makikita natin na hindi siya nag-iisa doon sa ideas niya. That even the national government, without any formal, let's say, discussion between the national government and the provincial government, aligned yung plans for the province, which made the trade mission really very exciting on my part because I realized hindi talaga nag-iisa si Governor sa kanyang plano.
Yeah. So, dun sa pagtungo po ninyo dun, ma'am, for that trade mission, what is in store po sa Cagayan?
Actually, there's a gamut of opportunities. Napakalaking oportunidad, especially for trade. Imagine, Canada pala is thinking of using the Philippines as an exporter of meat of all products. Ito medyo nagulat ako personally because we would not expect the Philippines to be an exporter of meat. No? Kasi kung iisipin natin, although ang pinuntahan po namin ay ang trade mission actually happened in Toronto. So doon kami nakapag-meet with the local officials, the Minister of Trade, Mr. Chan, and then of course the business community there. And we also were able to talk to the analyst on agriculture and food, Mr. Cameron. And ito yung ni-reveal niya, na maging exporter ang Philippines, which is very a big opportunity for Cagayan because we have ports.
Yes.
I don't know if you were all present during the special meeting of the Infrastructure Committee ng RDC. It was mentioned by Secretary Lambido, the current administrator of CESA, that they plan actually to expand CESA to cover all 3 ports in Cagayan.
Yes,
we have the original port of the Spanish trade, which is Apari, and then the planned international port, which is Claveria. No, so imagine 3 international ports, hopefully to include Santa Ana. No, exporting or engaging in trade with ang port po kasi from on the western side sa Canada is nasa Vancouver. No, so yun yung western portion nila. So yun po in terms of proximity, madali with us.
Sa atin.
Oo. Actually, they are sourcing a lot of products already from the Philippines. Like yung mangoes nila, yung coconuts, yung mga organic, organic products. Surprisingly po, karamihan talaga ng exporters ng food products from us, lalo na yung tropical food, yung fruits, no? Ay karamihan, if not majority, if not all of them, are from Mindanao. It's Visayas and Mindanao. I was surprised na hindi tayo nag-export from Luzon. Siguro dala na rin ito nung sinasabi ni Governor na napag-iwanan tayo masyado. No? Siguro dala na rin ito nung opportunities that we missed 20 years back when certain politicians opted to, ask for monetary returns instead of giving the opportunity for the people of Cagayan to trade or, showcase their products abroad. Imagine all of these companies. I met with Pro Foods, the manufacturer of dried mangoes. I met with Lao Integrated Industries, manufacturer of organic coconut products. I met with KC, nagpo-produce din sila ng banana chips, yung mga ganon. Puro sila taga-South, taga Mindanao, bakit walang taga Luzon? So that was really surprising for me. And I think we have to take advantage of this opportunity. We have the land, we have the resources, basically. We just have to know how to prioritize these so that we can also engage in export to other countries such as Canada. Canada, nagulat ako, ang dami nila. They raw materials are taken from the Philippines and then they just package it there. No? Ang maganda sa kanila is the government is very supportive of their local food industry. They have this what you call a food starter. Sa atin, ang DOST, they assist in product development, di ba? Tinutulungan nila yung ating cooperatives, no?
Yes.
Whoever is interested, DOST can help you develop your product. What about helping your product get into the market? Wala na. Di ba? Doon nawala, nagkaroon ng gap.
Yes.
So, sa kanila, sa Canada, meron silang what you call a food starter. They will help you, other than developing your product, they will help you test the market, how your product will fare in the market. Trabaho ng trade ministry nila to. And I think the reason why Yusek Terrado was there of the DTI, she benchmarked this program of the government of Canada doon. So, very good ideas, and I think hopefully with the presence of Yusek Terrado there, the DTI will come up with a similar program for us. Kasi nga naman, magtataka ka bakit marami sa atin yung mga small na businesses, no? Maganda yung products, but how come they cannot penetrate the market?
Yes.
How come they seem to not be able to be good enough, let's say, no? Hindi maganda yung term, but good enough for export. Lahat na lang puro product ng South, Visayas or Mindanao.
Correct.
Karamihan nahiya nga ako kasi I was the only Ilocano Itawe speaking person in the entire delegation, which was 13. Lahat sila Bisaya. Kaya nila magsalita kasi both Visayas and Mindanao speak Bisaya. So, but I appreciated that because realizations like those allow us to plan better, for our province. So these feedbacks I reported to the governor, and hopefully in the coming years or for our plans for next year, ma-integrate yung mga learnings na ito doon sa mga programa ng provincial government.
Yes, kasamang Gerard.
Good morning, ma'am.
Yes.
With that po, nabanggit niyo po yung market, finding a market for them. What are the efforts of the provincial government, or ano po yung plano po ninyo regarding will there be a food starter like program na assisted by the provincial government, and what does the governor told you regarding this po, ma'am, yung specifics po ng kanyang reaction?
Yeah. Actually, very receptive si Governor to the idea. But we have yet to study ito. Yun na nga, probably we will have to coordinate or communicate with the DTI National Office. Kasi they are binenchmark na kasi ni Yusek Terrado eh. Tapos, we will have to coordinate with them on this. If not, diba? Kasi baka naman, ang isa sa mga ayaw kasi ni Governor is yung nagkakaroon ng duplication. Kasi if there's duplication, nagwe-waste lang tayo ng government money, no? So, probably what we will do here is coordinate with the DTI, see if they have plans on implementing this, and then on our part, we will have to refer this to the PPDO, that's the planning arm of the province, so that they can further study itong food starter ng Canada, food starter program. Sa kanila, they're very particular about food. We were able to I was able to attend with the delegation, what they call Grocery Innovations Canada. Grocery Innovations Canada, all suppliers are invited there. And then lahat ng pumupunta to participate, either as guests or, presenters, they can try out all these different kinds of foods na available. No? So, they're very particular about their labeling. They're very particular about what goes into what they eat. So, kagaya sa atin, it's malayo Malayo yung kailangan mong tahakin para makarating ka sa ganong level. But that's not to say that that's what we have to do. Kasi in terms of the quality of the food that we produce, because we are part of Region 2. Region 2 is the food basket, no? Of Luzon. So, I think in terms of the quality of the food, of the raw materials that we produce, we are there. Packaging na lang ang kulang, no? And setting the necessary, connections so we can get our products out of the country and for other countries to consume. Although we have another issue, which is food security, no?
Yes.
We have to produce enough of it to provide for ourselves, and then export also. So marami pang issue. So I think this really goes into yung thrust ng provincial government, especially on agriculture, no? Kasi kailangan talagang matulungan. The very basic of it all is the farmer.
Yes.
We have to really empower the farmer because nga naman, kung walang farmer, walang kakainin. Right?
Yeah.
So, ganon. To say, I'm not exaggerating if I say that all the membership of the delegation that went to Canada were all farmers. Even myself. I have a farm that I till. And yung quality of the food, yun nga lang, we have the dilemma of the typhoon season, the rainy season. It affects our production. But if we maximize the months that we are able to produce, let's say the first 3 quarters of the year, then I think we'll be able to, address the issue of yung last 3 months normally na typhoon season, right? So, yeah, that's it.
With that, ma'am, you also mentioned a while ago the avoiding of duplication po in the internet, in the market po. As of now, have you identified what are the really unique or what are the other endemic products here in Cagayan that could be a good opportunity for this province to export?
Yes, actually marami po. I can't say that ako, no, kasi it's more OPA, the Provincial Agriculturist Office, that has the better, let's say, capability to determine the best products that we should produce. But when I was in one of the business meetings that we had, former congressman and now mayor of Baguio, Mayor Domogan, no? So, Mauricio Domogan, yes. Siya pa nga ang nag-mention, no? Kasi I made the presentation and then he saw the governor, one of the slides kasi, nandun po yung picture ni governor and his message. So, he said, that the governor is a good friend of his and a colleague during, when they were both in Congress. And sabi niya, alam nyo, sabi niya, Cagayan province has the most expensive fish.
Yes. Ludong.
The ludong. Why not culture that? Sabi niya ganon. And then he was actually the one who introduced, kasi it's endemic to Cagayan.
Yes.
You can't find it anywhere else in the country.
Yes.
And it's very good in terms of taste. So if it's worth 5,000 per kilo, why not culture it? Diba? So that's just one item, no? We have other things also. We have our palay, we have our coconut. Mostly tropical let's say, agricultural products.
Yes.
Yeah, and of course, kasi I think na hindi madalas na emphasize yung aquatic
Correct. Yes.
products natin,
Yes.
no? Considering that we should.
Mm-mm.
Dahil I think in the entire region we have the longest coastline, right? We have the entire Babuyan Channel, pataas, and even the Eastern Seaboard, right? No? Yun lang nga, we have to, I think, we have to start implementing really yung mga regulations on fishing. Kasi I think, like sa ibang bansa, they have the off-season, in-season fishing eh. Sa atin, all-season fishing yata.
Yun nga.
So it affects the supply. So I think hindi lang sa culture, yung nagko-culture ka, pero mas I think there's a really big market for yung caught, yung ano bang tawag nila doon? Yung nahuli sa dagat, no? Na naturally. So I think right now BFAR is implementing that yung mga in-season, off-season fishing.
Correct.
So I think we should follow it. It's high time that we also discipline our farmers, no? The fish farmers and the to apply that kasi the issue now is sustainability 'di ba? If you cannot sustain your resources, how can you help everyone, no, na makinabang? Kaya that's an issue, sustainability. That's yun ang isa. At saka yung there are particular kinds of crabs.
Yes.
Kasi po, in one of the business meetings, puro kasi business meeting yon. It's business meeting after business meeting after business meeting. In one of the business meetings, there was a supplier sila ng seafoods for restaurant chains all over the world. And they said, your country has a longer shoreline than the entire United States.
Oh.
Sabi niya. Kasi nga naman, island. So, pag bilinan mo yung kwan. So, sabi niya, they are looking for suppliers of shrimp. No? And they're asking me, do you have suppliers of shrimp? So I said, I know of only one right now that's actually operating. I think that's the one in Santa Teresita, no? The Taj. I think the Taj. Per our information, the Taj produces 10 tons of shrimp per day. And I said, and they do not export yet. So this supplier asked, can they expand? Because apparently the demand for seafood is really high. Especially medyo conscious na rin sa health ng mga tao, no? And they were really very excited when I mentioned that of course, because we have a lot of land in Cagayan. I don't know, maybe the company plans on expanding, but we have, in terms of brackish water, we have the land to provide for whoever's interested to invest and put up facilities for aquaculture. So I think this is and they have asked repeatedly to be referred to the company so that hopefully the Cagayan itself can, kasi ang Iloilo, as far as I'm aware, mga 13,000 hectares lang yata ang kanilang aquaculture. And Iloilo is one of the better producers of seafood. Sa atin sa Cagayan, mas malaki naman tayo sa Iloilo, right? And I think even Apari can accommodate more than at least 20,000 hectares of aquaculture, brackish water, facility. So these are just opportunities that are waiting to be tapped, no? And kung hindi tayo gagalaw, pag-iiwanan na naman tayo. And I think this is, ito precisely yung point ni Governor. The time for us is now. No, this is our window of opportunity. So if we miss this window, I don't know where we will be in the next 10 or 20 years.
Yes, Kasama Ed?
Attorney, kasi dun sa unang nababanggit ko ninyo ay naghanap din ang Canada para sa pag-export. beef. So, meron po ba tayong mai-recommend din dito sa province natin?
Actually, yun ang isang plans nila, no? Plano nila. Na nagtaka nga ako kung bakit. Apparently kasi, siyempre sa Canada may winter kasi, no? So, hindi yung mga baka nila, binabahay nila yon pag winter. So, sa atin, year-round, we can produce them. We have not made any specific commitments yet. But we've informed them that yes, we have pasture lands. Yes, we have, let's say, ano bang tawag doon? Mga rancheros, rancho,
Mga rancho.
na they have quite a number. I believe, especially the island, si PA si
Calayan.
Provincial Administrator Jong Liopis would know more about, how the number of cattle that we have. And I think the Office
Yes,
of the Veterinarian, and even OPA would know how much, how many heads of cattle do we actually have in the province. And I think we should also, support yung mga owners nitong mga ranches. Kasi pwede naman yan na magtulong-tulong sila in coming up with the necessary supplies that the province, not necessarily provincial government, that our province can produce to support the demand. Kasi the problem with demand, especially in export, they want a commitment. Hindi pwede yung kung ano lang ang kaya ko, yun lang ang ibibigay ko. Normally, they will demand from you, can you produce, let's say, 5,000 cattle, deliver? Yung mga ganon. No? So, how often do you have to deliver 5,000 cattle? Yung mga ganon. And gusto kasi nila yan, normally, grass-fed. Sa atin, ganon parang free range. Di ba na, lakad-lakad lang sila sa pasture. So, yun yung mga preferred kasi nila. Ayaw nila yung mga genetically modified o yung mga pinapakain ng mga feeds. Gusto nila grass-fed. Because eventually, when they process all this meat, yun ang nakalagay doon sa packaging. Grass-fed cattle somewhere. Ganon sila. That's one thing. They're very, very conscious about the food. The quality of their food, the content, the source. Yeah. Nakalagay lahat sa label.
Nutritional content.
Yes.
Pero sa inyo pa, kaya po ba?
Well, it will depend on how well our OPA and our vet will I think they're very active right now. And also the willingness of our, the business community or yung mga may-ari ng mga rancho to produce the necessary numbers. I think it's not impossible for us to make it happen. Kasi kung gusto mo, kaya mo.
Yes.
Right? So,
dun sa mga napapag-usapan natin kasi yung other, sabi mo kayo naman, most of dun sa mga delegates ay galing sa South.
yes.
So, kung iisipin natin kung South, may, let's say, sa isang province, Iloilo, ano nga ba ang known sa Iloilo na pagka nasa ibang bansa ka, yun yung hahanap-hanapin mo rin kung Pilipino
Yes.
ka. Just like yung mangoes ng Guimaras. So,
Yes.
alam ng other country yon. So, sa atin, ma'am, ano yung...
Actually, sa kanila, they're not very particular about the specific place
Okay.
in the Philippines. It's just that from the Philippines, ganon
Yes,
sila.
yes. Oo.
No? So, kasi karamihan naman ng nadadala sa kanila doon are processed. Dried mangoes na, ganyan. Meron nga frozen banana.
Oh.
Kasi kasama na ngayon sa market, even if you go to, let's say, SNR, no, meron kang makikita frozen berries, frozen fruits that they usually turn into their health drinks, yung mga ganon. So, ganon sila. Right now, I think in one of the seminars that we attended, especially the one in Iloilo, si Mrs. Dakuy of Ref Mud Farms in Iloilo, in Ilocos nga lang, she, I think, exports dragon fruit. Yes, fresh dragon fruit to Canada.
Fresh, ma'am.
Yes, oo. Yung kanyang dragon fruit ine-export niya doon. And kailangan nila kulang
Mas marami pang supply sa
kailangan pa nila, kasi marami sila Di hamak, mas marami sila sa atin, no? So, in terms of the market, there's really a big market out there. And I'm just talking about Canada. Yung mga kasama ko na part ng delegation, they export to Canada, they export to US, they export to Japan, Germany, ganyan. So, we should, the world is big.
Correct.
So we should, let the world appreciate our products here also in Luzon, specifically in Cagayan. No, why not let the world have a taste of the ludong if we can culture the ludong, 'di ba? So kaya nga it's very exciting. Although yung ideas, iba din naman yan pagdating sa feasibility, if it's even possible. And I believe the step that we have to take, which is, let's say, asking our planning and development office to conduct a feasibility on whether it's even possible for us to culture this kind of fish and then export it. Diba? So, ganon. But the thing is, there's a very, very big opportunity for our products, agriculture, aquaculture products.
Yes.
With that po, ma'am, you also mentioned a while ago that there is an issue on sustainability within our province. And also, because of the great opportunity that's in the window of our export, possible export in the future, can you describe, ma'am, right now, the provincial government's take on this? Is there going to be a balance on these two elements po? Or ano po yung priority po as of now?
I think in any agriculture, aquaculture effort, sustainability is a number one consideration. So, we have the necessary laws. Actually, mga batas na yan in place. The matter of implementation ang issue. No? So, the key here is discipline. We have to discipline also our farmers. No, the farmers, yung ating fisher folk, and of course, kasi kailangan collaborative effort yan the provincial government can only do so much. No, all local government units, they have to support their local industries, whether agriculture or aquaculture or both. No, para ma-ensure yung sustainability. In one of the farms that I went to, it's an aquaculture farm in the town of Erin in Canada. It's just a small facility yung kanyang mismong fish farm is only about 3 hectares. 3 acres tawag nila. 3 acres. Natural ang source ng kanyang water. But he is able to produce 200,000 heads of trout. Parang kapatid ng salmon to Yung freshwater pa lang siya. Trout, 200,000 heads of trout in 1 year. No? How does he ensure yung sustainability ng kanyang yung kanyang catch? Yung kanyang aquaculture, no? Yung kanyang trout are big, actually. Ang isang trout is more than a pound, at least a pound per piece, no? So, how does he ensure it? Actually, he breeds them. And then meron siyang mga tanks where he places the breeding na trouts. Kokolektahin niya yung eggs. I can't imagine collecting fish eggs. Yes, he will collect the fish eggs, put them in trays, parang i-incubate niya with running water, and then when they hatch, they go to a kwan. But the breeding pairs, he maintains. Mine-maintain niya yung breeding pairs. And then he would not breed yung mga galing sa same source. Yung inbreeding.
Inbreeding, yes.
So, hindi ko na-imagine that you would even do that for fish. Parang bahala na sila mag-breed on their own. But he maintains the quality, to make it sustainable and to maintain yung quality ng kanyang fish. Kasi nga naman, if you breed, let's say, yung fish, anak din pala niya yung pinagbreedan niya, normally, papangit na yung quality ng produce mo, di ba? So, it's very practical in the long run, no? But it's scientific, but it's, in the long run, it's very practical for him. And then, once in a while, he would replace yung breeding pairs niya to make sure na maganda yung quality ng kanyang produce. So, and it's not much of an effort, even the expense, hindi. They use solar, renewable energy, wind and solar energy. In one of the business meetings, related to energy, there was a proposal on using magnetic energy. Magnetic kasi, if tuloy-tuloy ang production ng energy. Unlike solar, pag wala ng araw, walang mag-produce. Pagka wind, pag walang hangin, walang mag-produce. And then there's one which is magnetic. You just need energy to start it, but once it gets going, tuloy-tuloy siya. Diba? Kasi diba yun nga yung opposites attract, similar retract. Ganun ba yun? So, they use that concept. This kind of renewable energy concept is being used actually right now in military bases. Military bases in the United States.
So we can adapt that thing also, Mama.
Yes, actually, they're inviting if our governor is willing to have a look at it. Kasi kung iisipin mo, lalo na, let's say, provincial government compound, enclosed compound, maliit na community, pwede kang magkaroon ng ganun eh. Diba? Or for DRRM purposes.
Correct,
no?
yes.
Para yung mga facilities na kailangang dire-diretso ang supply ng kuryente. No? Even the Bangag Sub-Capital, eventually, if it's a 27-hectare property, or yung mga kampo ng ating AFP.
yes.
So, it could be very helpful. So, the company, ang ilang mga interested dito are one from the city of Muntinlupa, and then also one from Davao. Sila kasi yung ka-meeting ko noon when this was being discussed to us, and I said, I will relate to the governor, and they've extended verbally an invitation to the governor if he would want to see the facility in a military base in California. But we'll see. We'll see how anong sasabihin ni governor kung i-accommodate niya yung invitation nila kasi nasa loob ng US military base sa California yung facility.
Okay. So, napakagandang pagkakataon yun, opportunity para po sa buong Cagayan yun, Ma'am. And we do expect na mas, kumbaga, sa lalong madaling panahon, matutupad yun, maisasakatuparan yun sa ating probinsya. Mag-shift tayo sa tourism development this time sapagkat si Ma'am po ang OIC at ng officer in charge ng ating provincial tourism. And ngayon, Ma'am, kumustahin natin dahil ang lalawigan ng Cagayan bukod sa napakarami nating mga natural resources, mga pasyalan na maipagmamalaki, worldwide din, kilala. Kumustahin natin yung turismo natin dito sa lalawigan?
Yes, actually, right now, what we are emphasizing on, are one, of course, yung ating mga LGU fellowship nights.
Yes.
Kasi napakahalaga po na ang turismo ay hindi lang tungkol doon sa destinasyon na makita mo yung magandang tanawin, It's not only about nature. It's about the people. And that is also the thrust of the national government. It's experiencing the culture of the province, of the place, through the people. So yan po yung gusto natin na i-emphasize. Napakahalaga, especially po sa unang taon ng termino ng governor, na makasalamuha niya ang iba-ibang towns, especially the local leaderships, through the fellowship nights. At makasalamuha din nila siya. So sa bawat fellowship night, we are also presenting the efforts of the tourism office. Kasi po, prioritize natin under 2017 yung ating tourism development program. Kasi napansin natin nung unang umupo si Governor, wala pong tourism development plan. Hinanap namin actually yon. Pagkaupo ni Governor, hindi pa po ako ang OIC noon sa turismo, hinanap na namin yung tourism development plan ng province, pero wala naman po pala silang nakahanda na tourism development plan. So, naging priority natin ang pagkakaroon ng tourism development plan. Ano naman po yung mga thrusts nitong plan? We are in the process of coming up with the plan. But ano po yung parang pinaka major objectives? So one is developing po properties of the provincial government for agritourism, ecotourism, no? Kasi nga naman agricultural tayo, right? So ano yung mga kasama dito? Lalo ito pong Ballesteros breeding station sa Zitanga, sa Ballesteros, na plano po nating gawing sort of a provincial zoo.
Okay.
Parang provincial zoo siya. Also a wildlife, not conservation, but wildlife medical facility.
Okay.
Yung kunyari po, meron po tayong mga endemic na wildlife, no? Kasi alam natin na sa Sierra Madre meron pang Philippine Eagle diyan Maraming mga hayop. So, kung merong mga mai-injured, pwede silang dalhin. Ito pong Ballesteros, plano ni Gov na magkaroon ng zoo, but also at the same time showcasing yung ating mga animals po na inaalagaan ng ating veterinary office. Yung mga good quality na mga for breeding, ganyan na mga cattle, mga goats, iba-ibang klase, no? And then eventually, hopefully, we will be able to invite investors to put up a resort, a hotel, no, or a convention center or a resort within that area, because I think it is around 32 hectares, if I'm not mistaken. Medyo malaki. Another one is, kasi thrust nga natin ngayon is agritourism. Another one is the demo farm in Angkiray. Okay, so the Office of the Provincial Agriculturist is spearheading the development of that together with the Provincial Tourism Office. In all of the facilities of the Provincial Tourism Office, magkakaroon ay ng provincial government. The Provincial Tourism Office is planning to put up visitors pavilion, clean restrooms, and pasalubong centers where, people, lalo na yung travelers, can just rest, be entertained by what we have to offer there, and then they can purchase local goods, no? We will also be putting up the same facility sa Bangag. Provincial Tourism Center, Visitor Center, merong parking lot, playground if possible, and then where preferably magkakaroon din kasama po sa facility yung station ng mga QRT. Kasi kailangan yung ang idea is, since the provincial government is already setting a standard, standard quality of service, standard quality of facility, we want this all to be part of tourism. That na ang Cagayano at ang Cagayan, especially the provincial government, ganito ang kalidad ng serbisyo, ganito ang kalidad ng mga pasilidad. So ganun po eventually, it's hard work, starting is always the hardest. But yun po yung aming objective, And then kasama po sa development, as of course we will continue to improve Calao Cave. Ang plano po ng Tourism Office, which we hope to be able to implement a portion of it within the year, kung aabot, if not early next year, yung facelifting po nung ating facility sa Calao Cave. Because the resort side, gagawin na lang po yon na campsite. Wala na pong mga hotel. No? Unless an investor would be interested in putting up a resort, an actual hotel resort there. But right now, for the provincial government, because dun naging epekto nga po nung lawin, sinira lang mga puno lahat. Alangan naman putulin natin lahat ng puno doon. It would be better to maintain the area into a campsite, but we will still put up, the necessary restrooms and rest areas doon sa resort side. But on the side of the cave, marami po kasing naging development doon, yung previous administration, na hindi po naging masyadong favorable for the environment, no? So we are trying to come up with a plan on how we can facelift the area, especially the entrance and the comfort room. Yun pong inside the cave, mayroon din mga construction, yung mga sinemento at mga wiring po kung saan-saan. So hopefully, ang proposal is to have everything removed. Kasi the inside of the cave has to be kept as natural as possible. Since matagal na kasi yung chapel. So that should be maintained as it is. But the new, kasi nga hindi naman po na-maintain yung pathway with may hukay pa doon and may mga wirings po na exposed. So the proposal really is to remove all of these things and to put it back into how it was before. Kasi as much as possible, we don't want to interfere with the natural natural ecology of the cave. So that we can maintain it also.
So, ibig sabihin po rin kapag maayos po natin mga yan, ay mas maganda na rin yung kita ng interest mo.
Yes, we are hoping that it should improve our income. But the thrust really of tourism right now is not towards income generation, but more on improving muna yung tourism, no? To provide a better facility for our people, for our constituents, for our visitors. Secondary na lang siguro yung income, no? Especially, let's say, yung pong comfort rooms doon that they constructed, I was told it was 5 million worth, but hindi nga ako kasya doon sa toilet. So we've asked some very kind architects, environmental planners to help us, walang bayad sila, and to give us suggestions on how we can improve this, turn it into green restrooms. Meron kasing mga ganon green toilet, no? Kasi we don't want na our guests will use the toilet and then later it will contaminate the river kasi nandun lang siya sa tabi, no? So ito yung isa sa mga considerations na sinabi natin sa ating mga nag-a-advise na mga environmental planners, architects, on how we can address all these issues. No, and of course, studies and planning takes time. But hopefully they will give us na the result of their planning and then sample drawings within the month. Kasi I spoke with them, I think last October, if not September or October. Yeah. Sana po yung facelifting, sana po masimulan namin by before the end of the year, no? Kasi yun naman po yung kasi ang gusto natin is ma-fast track kasi yung implementation. But we'll try to talk to the architects kasi nga libre. So, it's out of their generosity that we are asking for their help. So, they gave the initial drawings, however, kasi kailangan natin yung program of works. So, based on the program of works, doon natin kasi malalaman how much we will be spending for it. It's very minimal kasi naman they have to utilize, kasi nga naggumastos na yung previous administration doon eh. But I said it's so hindi po siya ayon doon sa ecology ba, doon sa environment. It's like sticking out like a sore thumb, no? So sabi ko dapat siguro tama, naaayon doon sa environment. So hopefully ganon, and then ma-improve natin all facilities, all properties of the provincial government owned by the provincial government, we will develop. And then part of our promotion and marketing, we include the local government units. No? Lahat po ng tourism sites ng local government units, we can assist them in terms of marketing and promotion. Actually, the Provincial Tourism Office already organized the local tourism officers so that yung pong interconnectivity, yung network, if we have visitors, they say, oh, we want to visit the caves of Santa Teresita. Okay, we will refer you to the tourism officer of Santa Teresita, make the necessary arrangements for you. So, it's all part of the development. Ang isa pa rin pong kino-consider natin, although wala pang final, is yung blue water sa Bagao. The provincial government has already asked the DENR if they have an area there that the provincial government can manage so that we can include this in our tourism offerings, no? For development then. When we refer to development, it's not necessarily setting up massive infrastructures, but facilities that are eco-friendly, no, but can provide for the basic needs of visitors, like yung eco-friendly na comfort rooms, rest areas, yung mga ganyan, security as well.
No, kung sakaling ma-improve na po ito ng Kaloki, itataas po ba ito ma-entrance? Itataas po ba?
No, like I mentioned, right now, kasi subsidized naman ito, right? So right now, what we charge is only enough for maintenance.
Yes.
No?
Minimal.
So we do not foresee increasing the entrance fee or anything, kasi but government is about service, right? We are secondary lang ang income, no? If in the future we feel that for maintenance purposes, we have to increase, then dadaan pa naman yata sa SP yan if we have to increase the fees. But right now, income is secondary. For priority is improvement of service.
Yes, last year.
You mentioned yung mga kagandahan po ng natural tourism sites po natin, agri-tourism, etc. po. How about yung cultural tourism po natin? Isa po ba ito sa mga pina-prioritize as of now?
Yes, I mentioned a while ago, it's the people, it's the experience, it's the culture. Nung una pong umupo si Governor, tinatanong namin, sa ano ba kilala ang Cagayan? Hindi naman pwedeng batil-patong lang, no?
Lang yun.
hindi naman pwedeng Enrile lang, no? So, it has to be this is the reason why we strengthen the working relationship of the Provincial Museum and the Provincial Tourism Office. The Provincial Museum, together with the Tourism Office, is currently conducting the cultural mapping of the province. No? Pagpa-participate po all towns and the city so that we will really know what our heritage is. Ano ba talaga yung tayo as a people? Even you, if I ask you, do you know, taga saan ka? Sorry. Tigigaraw. Do you have a traditional outfit? Ibanag ka? Are you aware of the traditional Ibanag outfit? Diba? Unfortunately not. So, yun eh, no? Kasi ako din, anyway, Tawenyo ako, Itawis, no? So, when I was invited to speak at an Ibanag activity of the of the PIA, I was asked to come in Ibanag-inspired outfit. So, syempre, I would ask, what's Ibanag-inspired outfit? And nobody could tell me what's Ibanag-inspired outfit. So, I kept telling, the tourism office and museum, can we do a research on this? No? Kasi how it's hard to not know yourself. Diba? Kailangan, if you are let's say, I'm selling myself, but how can I sell myself if hindi ko kilala yung sarili ko?
Walang identity.
What am I supposed to sell? No? That's what other people, especially foreigners, appreciate. Your culture. They have food, no? They have but it's the culture behind the activity, it's culture behind the destination that they really appreciate. Kasi yun yung matatandaan nila eh. No? So, yun. Yung cultural mapping will play a really big role in the tourism development plan of the province. Right? So, did you know, when they did the first batch of cultural mapping in Lalo, they found a larger cave system. Tunnel. A larger tunnel system made by the Japanese compared to that in Ilagan.
Ay, really?
Yes. They found it. Malaki. Ano ba? Garrison bang tawag nila doon? But it was, when they were doing the cultural mapping, they learned that. And the one in Isabela is a small portion lang na nilagyan nila ng Buddha sa loob, di ba? But ours is bigger. So, we have talagang the resources that we have, both natural and cultural, malaki. It's so rich. And, di ba, we don't know it. And I think yung appreciation natin mas lalong lalaki once mai-release yung result ng cultural mapping. That's why the Provincial Tourism Office, the museum, and the Office of the Governor really supporting ito pong effort on cultural mapping. No? Kaya, unfortunately, meron lang yatang 4 na towns na hindi sumali. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's Alcala, Abulog, Santa Praxedes, and there's another one. But there's 4 na hindi sumali. Siguro you can ask the museum kung sino yung isa. Yeah. They're very appreciative of it, and we really are looking forward to the output. No? Kasi all the towns are required to come up with the 50 heritage ano bang tawag do? Outputs. Kasi iba-iba eh. Meron sa food, meron sa destination, meron sa mga ganon. So, iba-iba sila. So, sana we're very excited about this because our tourism will definitely be something else. And we feel that mag-improve, especially when we start going into festivals. For our Agaw, we're really very excited so that kasi traditionally, we are 4 tribes in Cagayan, no? So, feeling ko, mas magiging makulay, mas magiging makabuluhan yung ating festivities, especially for Agaw, pagka lumabas na yung resulta nitong cultural mapping. Kasi they discovered the attire of the sinaunang Cagayano and Cagayana. They sent me a photo, and hopefully, mabigyan kayo. We'll give you a copy so that you will see ano yung traditional attire ng Cagayano even before the Spaniards came or when the Spaniards came. Kasi when I was told it was Barot Saya, I refused to believe it's just Barot Saya. No? Barot Saya, after na lang yan, a lot later. But we should have come from the people who wear the bahag and
Yes.
So, yeah, we're really very excited about that.
Yes, last question. last. Sige.
Regarding dun sa palampatan mo.
Okay. Oo.
Extension.
Yeah, kasi di ba we've been implementing since last year yung random drug testing, no, for the employees. This is a requirement of random drug testing. Drug testing is a requirement before you get employed in government, right? Siyempre, hindi naman pwedeng drug user ka bago ka ma-employ. Now, since we have to maintain this qualification of being drug-free, random drug testing is required. So, our IT people, gumawa sila ng program where the computer will choose 20 to 40 individuals in the roster of provincial government employees, including casuals and contractuals.
Yes.
Lahat. Mamimili siya ng 20 to 40, depende po kung ilan yung i-direct ni governor. Kukunin sila ng computer and then it will issue a certificate that they've been randomly selected, and then they have to report within 24 hours to the PHO for them to be referred to the CVMC or I think Tuguegarao City Health Office for drug testing. Depende po kasi, minsan hindi ma-accommodate ng CVMC kung masyadong marami. So, since last year, hindi po kasi kasama ang Office ng Vice Governor, SP Secretariat, at saka PLRC. But I think about 2 weeks ago, sumulat po ang Office of the Vice Governor sa HR, Human Resource Office, na ma-include po yung kanilang staff. I think there's more than 200 of them na nakasama. But however, going through the names, wala pong pangalan si Vice Governor at SP members doon po sa listahan na kanila pong pinadala. That's why, since we could not, really impose, they have to voluntarily submit to it, no? Ang naisubmit lang for random drug testing ay yung mga pangalan ng staff ng offices. But the name of the Vice Governor and the SP members, hindi po kasi kasama sa list na pinadala nila. So, hindi po sila naisama sa random drug testing. Pero sabi nga po, naniniwala nga po kami na kasi whether elected or appointed, you have to have this qualification. You have to maintain this qualification of being not a drug user, of not being a drug user, right? So, ganun po. Kaya it would be good, no, na if voluntarily the Vice Governor and the members of the SP would tell us to include their names in the system so that they can also be chosen. Kasi ako po, si Governor, kasama din po kami lahat. Under the executive, everyone's included. Wala pong excluded. Ayan. Tapos, yun pong nabanggit ko kay Mr. Santos, empleyado po ng jail. Kasi po, nagkaroon ng order noon pong, di ba nagkaroon ng incident na meron pong pinatay dito sa Peña Blanca, which is an employee of the provincial government under the warden's office, na drug-related po kasi yung kaso na yon. So, the governor gave a directive for all personnel of the jail, provincial jail, and the provincial security group to submit themselves to drug testing. Si Mr. Santos po, nag-submit lang siya to drug testing, I think, more or less 20 days after the order was issued. Medyo matagal. So he was asked, an order was given to him to show cause why he should not be disciplined for failure to comply with the directive. No, he made an explanation, which was he said it was a medical condition, but it was not acceptable. No, the explanation was not acceptable, and then he was reprimanded. Under our code of conduct po kasi sa provincial government, for that offense that he committed, ang corresponding penalty lang ay reprimand, no? So the reprimand was already issued. Succeeding offenses, mas mabigat na yung penalty. Pwede pong umabot ng dismissal. It could be suspension or dismissal, depende din dun sa gravity ng offense. Right now, yes, he is still reporting. The reprimand was already issued and I believe he received it already. Matagal na. Yun lang. Kaya nga, there are certain limitations that we cannot, kasi he submitted himself for drug testing lumabas naman siyang negative. But yun na nga, hindi kasi, iba naman pag positive, dismissal. Di ba? Pag lumabas kasi na positive, I think the PHO requires them to undergo another testing to confirm. And then, pag positive pa rin, dismissal na po yun.
So, isa pong napakagandang episode, no? Itong ating episode natin ngayong araw na ito ng Lunes. Ma'am, extended tayo sa oras. Yung panghuli po sa inyong mensahe at kung ano po yung nais niyong ipabatid sa ating mga taga-subaybay.
Yeah, maraming salamat. Siguro right now, ang gusto nating hilingin, lalo na sa ating mga kababayan, is let us support. Let's not show let's not be pessimistic about the plans of our governor, because kagaya ho nang nasabi ko, I went abroad, just to see what other countries have to offer. I met with national officials just to see what their plans are. Hindi po nag-iisa si governor. Talagang everything is aligned. And really, this is the time for us to support his initiatives for the province dahil napakaganda. If hopefully, even the plans of the administrator of CESA, the new administrator of CESA, Secretary Raul Lambino, kung maririnig niyo po sana or makikita ninyo, eventually, maybe it will be presented to the public, no? Napaka-aligned po sa plano ng gobernador natin, no, in terms of infrastructure and business. And wag po nating kakalimutan yung ang sustainability po ng agriculture and even tourism. Because ang ibig sabihin ng sustainability is making our resources last.
Correct.
Not only for this generation, but for the succeeding generations. Kung uubusin mo nga naman ngayon, anong matitira naman sa mga anak mo at sa mga anak ng anak mo? So, the effort is, hindi naman pwedeng lahat madali. No? You invest now, let's prepare now for our future. So, ganun po sana ang hinihiling natin. Marami po kayong makikitang improvements. Dahil continuous naman, any activity that we have, we make an evaluation, we determine how well it has helped us or how well it has not worked, no? How it does not work, and then we make revisions. Sabi nga ni Governor, walang perfecto sa ating lahat, but we continue, we try to improve on a daily basis and in every activity that we hold. So, sana po, suportahan niyo lang po at maniwala po tayo na the governor only has our well-being and the general welfare of the people in mind at all times.
Yan, maraming salamat po ma'am sa pagkakataong ito na ibinigay nyo sa ating programa, Pagdidinnamagan, Kapihan sa Kapitolyo. And of course, yung ating mga media partners, papasalamat po tayo at nakasama po muli natin sila. At sa ngalan din po ng ating mga kasamahan dito po sa Cagayan Provincial Information Office, of course, ang ating OIC, si Sir Roger Sending, at kasamang Barry De Jesus and the KP sa ating Creatives Division at sa lahat po ng staff ng CPIO. Maraming salamat po, Aida Cabauatan. Nag-iwan po ng isang magandang araw sa inyo lahat.